Hello, everybody. My name's Hunter, and today I'm going to be exploring how AI is transforming education. I know we talked about this before, but I am a CAS major, so I find this pretty interesting and I wanted to dive deeper into it. So, AI is no longer science fiction in our classrooms. It's here shaping how students learn and how teachers teach. And in this presentation, I'll be focusing on four ways AI is making an impact. Number one, personalized learning through AI. Two, intelligent tutoring and AI assisted assessment. Three, accessibility and inclusivity with AI tools. And four, ethical considerations we must keep in mind. By the end, I hope you'll see both the promise of AI in education and the responsibility that comes with it. So, personalized learning through AI. This is our first theme. Traditionally, teachers try to adjust lessons for different students' needs, but it's challenging to individualize education for every learner in a large class. This is where AI algorithms come in. AI-powered learning platforms can tailor content and pacing to each student. Um, so, for example, an AI system might have a quick pre-quiz determine that a student is struggling with, say, some math, and then just adjust the lesson in real time to focus on those concepts. Such adaptive learning systems can leverage machine learning to analyze a learner's performance and provide instant feedback or new materials at the right level. Um, Research shows that this kind of personalization pays off. So, in a recent review of 69 studies, 59% of the studies reported that improved academic performance for students using adaptive learning, and over a third found increased student engagement. In other words, many students learn better and participate more actively when lessons adapt to their needs. Imagine a digital tutor that knows exactly which gaps you have in your knowledge and helps you. That's what AI enabled personalized learning looks like. So, of course, implementing these systems isn't without effort. Teachers and institutions need training and resources to use them effectively, but the evidence so far suggests personalized learning AI can significantly enhance learning outcomes. This personalized approach is our foundation for the other AI tools that we'll discuss. The second way AI is transforming education through intelligent tutoring systems and AI assisted assessments. Um, think of an intelligent tutoring system as a personal tutor available 24/7, which can explain concepts, answer questions, and even quiz the student. These AI tutors use techniques like natural language processing to engage in dialogue or to parse a student's free response answers. These can evaluate a student's responses and track their progress continuously, much like a human tutor who remembers what you struggled with last week. One of the biggest advantages here is the immediate feedback loop. If you get a problem wrong, the AI can pinpoint why and give you a targeted hint or a simple sub-problem to work on. This adaptability keeps students from getting too frustrated or bored, and the work is just challenging enough for their level. Um, this is incredibly powerful for students who might need extra time or those who are ahead and want to move faster. On the assessment side, AI is also being used to assist teachers by automatically grading quizzes or even essays and by identifying patterns and errors. For example, an AI system might grade hundreds of essays and give a teacher a breakdown. Here are common grammar issues, or here's how each student's understanding of the theme varies. And this doesn't replace the teacher's judgment, but it provides valuable input that saves time and can make assessments more consistent. Students of AI tutoring systems report positive outcomes. Not only do learners often perform better with such one-on-one tailored instruction, but teachers are freed up from some routine tasks that can focus on higher level mentoring, or allows them to focus on higher level mentoring. All of this suggests that AI, when used right, can make education more effective and more efficient. A tutor for every student and timely feedback for every assessment. It's important to note, though, that these systems should complement and not replace our human educators. The goal is to augment teaching by handling repetitive tasks and provide personalized support. AI's impact isn't just on mainstream learners, it's also opening doors for students who have disabilities or special needs. And this brings us to our third theme, accessibility and inclusivity. One of the most inspiring uses of AI in education is an assistive tool to help all learners participate fully. For example, consider students who are deaf or hard of hearing. AI can automatically transcribe a teacher's spoken words into text in real time. So, as the teacher speaks, the student sees captions on their device, almost like subtitles, ensuring they don't miss out on any information. This real-time captioning, powered by speech recognition AI, has been shown to um, improve engagement life for hearing impaired students because they could follow along with lectures and class discussions without delay. Another example, students with visual impairments. Um, so computer vision, which is a form of AI, can interpret images or even live video and describe to a blind student what's being shown on the board or in a textbook image. It can also help students with physical disabilities by recognizing gestures or assisting with navigation of educational software. In one case, an AI system using computer vision helped students with motor impairments interact with lab equipment via a camera that guided a robotic arm, demonstrating how such technology can foster autonomy. Um, More commonly, AI-driven software can adjust text readability, suggest alternative formats like an interactive simulation in place of a written assessment, etc. The overarching idea is inclusive design. AI tools design can be designed to adapt to each learner's abilities and not just their knowledge level. Um, AI as a leveler can be used to give every student access to content and activities that would have been inaccessible otherwise. So this shows AI's potential to make education truly inclusive. And here, for all the benefits of AI in education, we must address the elephant in the room. That would be the ethical and social considerations. This is our fourth theme, and it's crucial to get right if we want AI to be if we want AI to truly transform education for the better. So first, privacy and data security. AI systems often rely on analyzing student data from learning patterns to personal information to whatever else it may be. But who owns this data and how is it protected? There are serious concerns about data valence, a term used to describe intensive data collection on students. So if, for example, an AI app is recording every click a child makes on a learning platform, that's valuable information to improve the instruction, but it's also sensitive personal data. The UNESCO notes that less than 30% of countries outside of Europe have comprehensive data protection laws for education, meaning that in many places there aren't strong regulations yet to prevent misuse of student data. Um, Next, algorithmic bias and fairness. AI systems can inadvertently carry biases, and this is important in how they predict student performance or how they deliver content because they are trained on data that may reflect social biases. If an AI tutoring system has been mostly seen data from one demographic group, its predictions or feedback might be less accurate for students from underrepresented backgrounds. There's a fear that AI could be, that could even exacerbate inequalities. Um, so ensuring fairness means we need diverse data and deliberate checks on AI decisions. Another concern revolves around the role of teachers and transparency. AI might make decisions or recommendations that teachers, students, and parents need to understand and trust. Um, there's this thing called the black box problem with AI, which can make it hard to challenge or question an AI's judgment. And ethically, students and educators should have the right to know how an algorithm is influencing education and be able to appeal these decisions if needed. And lastly, there's an issue of informed consent and autonomy. Students, especially minors, cannot truly give consent often in ways AI might monitor them. For example, AI that tracks eye movements to see if they're paying attention, um, which some might consider intrusive. So all of these issues mean that we can't just focus on implementing AI, we have to implement it responsibly. Um, the good news is that awareness for policies regarding AI regulation is growing. The education community is beginning to draft AI ethics frameworks, demand transparency from tech AI vendors, and train teachers about privacy. And the bottom line, for AI to be truly transformative, um, it must be ethical, inclusive, and equitable. And finally, our last slide. In conclusion, AI is indeed transforming education from personalized learning experiences that adapt to each student to intellectual tutoring systems that could provide immediate support and feedback to assistive technologies that can make learning accessible to all and even in shaping the policies and ethics that govern our classrooms. The four themes I've discussed show a spectrum of impact. On one end, AI is boosting individual learning outcomes, and on the other, it's raising big picture questions about how we educate in a digital age. What's clear is that AI engagement, tailored instruction, and um, open up education for students who might have been left behind. However, these opportunities come with responsibilities. Educators, developers, and policymakers must work together to ensure that AI in education is used wisely. That means continuing research for what works, sharing best practices, and putting safeguards in place for privacy and fairness. Um, AI can handle heavy lifting of data differentiation while teachers provide the empathy, creativity, and mentorship that machines cannot replace. If we get this balance right, the future of education um, can be one where learning is personalized, inclusive, and more effective than ever before. Um, so thank you for listening, and